Hi Sam. Today, we're learning the word
zunächst,
Hi Alex. What does
Zunächst.
mean?
zunächst,
means.
first, initially,
It's often used to indicate the first step in a process. The most common meaning is,
first,
but be careful. It can sometimes be confused with,
zuerst,
which also means,
first,
but is used differently in some contexts.
Interesting. So, how is
Zunächst.
used in sentences?
Great question. It's an adverb, so it doesn't have an article or plural form. You might say,
zunächst müssen wir die Aufgabe erledigen.
which means,
First, we have to complete the task.
And how would I say that in the past?
for the past, you can say,
Zunächst hatten wir die Aufgabe erledigt.
meaning,
Initially, we had completed the task.
Got it. How about if I wanted to make a suggestion?
in that case, you can say,
Zunächst sollten wir das besprechen.
which means,
First, we should discuss that.
Where does
Zunächst.
come from?
it comes from the combination of meaning and
Nächst,
meaning.
next,
The word has roots in Old High German, where similar forms were also used to indicate order or sequence.
That's really fascinating.
Now let's break down the word. The prefix indicates direction or relating to something, while
nächst,
comes from,
nach,
meaning.
after,
When you put it together, it gives you the sense of
to the next. First in line,
So it's like assembling Lego blocks.
exactly. And since
nächst,
is related to,
next,
it helps to remember that
zunächst,
indicates the first step before moving to the next.
Are there other words that are similar?
Yes. For example, we have
zuerst,
which also means,
first,
but is used more when listing things. Then there's
nachfolgend,
meaning,
subsequent,
and,
nächster,
which means.
next,
What about other combinations with
Sure. For example,
zuhören,
means,
to listen, zuordnen,
means,
to assign,
and,
zufrieden,
means.
satisfied.
These all start with the prefix.
What are some situations where I could use
zunächst,
You might use it in a meeting, like saying,
Zunächst möchte ich die Agenda vorstellen.
which means,
First, I would like to present the agenda.
Can I try?
zunächst möchte ich eine Frage stellen.
Meaning,
First, I would like to ask a question.
perfect. And another situation could be in cooking, like,
Zunächst musst du die Zutaten vorbereiten.
which means,
First, you need to prepare the ingredients.
Zunächst muss ich die Zutaten vorbereiten.
exactly. One more example could be when traveling. You might say,
Zunächst gehen wir zum Hotel.
meaning,
First, we go to the hotel.
how do I remember that?
Zunächst.
Is an adverb.
a good hint is that it doesn't have a specific ending like many nouns do. You can also visualize it as the first step on a staircase, leading you to the next step.
I like that image.
Now, let's discuss some usage notes.
Zunächst.
Is neutral and can be used both formally and informally. Some common phrases include
Zunächst einmal.
meaning,
First of all.
and,
Zunächst möchte ich.
meaning,
First, I would like.
Are there any words I should avoid confusing with it?
yes. Be careful not to confuse
Zuerst.
and,
Zunächst.
while they both mean
First. Zuerst.
is often more about order in lists, while
Zunächst.
is more about steps in a process.
Can you give me some example sentences with
Zunächst.
Sure. Here are a few.
Zunächst müssen wir uns vorbereiten.
Which means,
First, we need to prepare.
That's a good sentence.
another one is,
Ich habe zunächst nicht gewusst, was zu tun.
meaning,
Initially, I didn't know what to Donnerstag.
Oh, that's useful.
and here's one more.
Zunächst einmal, danke für deine Hilfe.
Which translates to,
First of all, thank you for your help.
This is fun. Can we do a quick recall check?
absolutely. What does
Zunächst.
mean in English?
It means
First. Initially.
Correct. Can you give an example sentence using?
Zunächst.
Zunächst müssen wir essen.
Means.
First, we have to eat.
Great. What are the components of?
Zunächst.
It's made from and.
Nächst.
Perfect. What would be a good situation to use?
Zunächst.
In a meeting, like presenting an agenda.
Exactly. Last question is
Zunächst.
formal or informal?
It can be used in both contexts.
Well done, Sam. Today, we've learned about
Zunächst.
its meaning, usage, and some similar words. Remember, this word helps you indicate the first step in any situation. Keep practicing.
Thank you, Alex. This was really helpful. I'll use
Zunächst.
in my conversations.